Surprise! If you didn't watch last night's show and you didn't keep up with Discord, this might be a surprise to you all. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday here down in the south coast of the UK, where I am not in the studio. I'm not in the studio. I'm at home, as you can tell. You can see, right? Because Joe wanted the time to do some extra work for a bonus show that we'll be doing on Saturday. So I'm here to entertain you all and continue to build my Space Wolves army, basically. That's what I'm going to be doing right now. My hobby mojo's been in the toilet lately. I've been stressed. I've been tired. I've been irritable. I'm not after violins, by the way. I'm not after sympathies. I'm very lucky with what I get to do as a job, right? However, but it's been a time of it. It's been a hell of a time of it. I'm trying to claw my way out of it, specifically with the hobby mojo. I'm trying to pull myself back onto a what's the word? A positive path, I guess. Luce is out for the day. She takes the kids to a park on a Tuesday afternoon, and there's some learning stuff, so she won't be back in until like 4:30. So you've just got me for literally the afternoon, okay? Since when's Joe in charge? Joe's not in charge, but I'd like Saturday to go really well, and so I'm trying to give him all the tools he needs to help Saturday go really well. Whitey, thank you for 5 gifted. Casey, thank you for the 1. At the moment, the intent is to stream until like 4 or 5 o'clock, go have dinner, and then come back on and carry on this evening. If you were to be incredibly generous enough, there's a possibility we don't stream this evening and I get a night off, but it's rare, isn't it? So we'll see. And today I want to talk about Bjorn the Fell-Handed, right? So this is the box he comes in. There he is on the back at the top. You can see him. Boop, there he is, right? Bjorn the Fell-Handed is a unit that, for me personally, in my Space Wolves army that I'm currently trying to write and currently trying to build, is an auto include, because he gives you a CP and he's a bit of a baller himself. But giving you that CP in a unit that's as durable as he is, and a bit of a pain in the arse, I think makes him an auto take. And I think there's a few auto takes in Space Wolves. I would argue that Logan is an auto take, if I'm honest. I still think Ragnar's close to being an auto take. There's a few things that are auto takes. I think for most Space Wolf players nowadays, or Space Marine players nowadays, I should say, infiltrators are an auto take. But Bjorn as a dreadnought might be a hot take, me saying that he is an auto take. But like I said, giving your army that +1 CP every single turn, every single battle round is incredible in itself. Not to mention on a platform who's pretty baller, relatively reasonable shooting, decent in combat, relatively durable, right? The downside is a lot of people, I saw it in the chat before I went live, a lot of people out there saying no because he's an old model and he's a bit rubbish now. I am actually secretly very glad they didn't change him. I don't know, it's hard, isn't it? Because the Space Wolves range refresh itself, they've managed to keep hold of all the flavour whilst primarisifying stuff, and for that they've done a very good job. However, I would have been concerned that he would have become a Redemptor with a panel. Do you know what I mean? Like a different sarcophagus or something. And that's not what I wanted for Bjorn. I wanted Bjorn to still be Bjorn. So I'm kind of glad it stayed. I'll be honest with you. Murderfang and the Vendread, they can get in the sea. I don't care about those.
Emote sits in my deployment hidden as a CP battery. If a deep strike occurs, he craps MW lightning. Much auto take.
Much auto take. Well, Bjorn is also... Now, I don't know if this point is still currently accurate right now, because I don't know if the app's updated yet. I think it doesn't update until Thursday, perhaps. But in this book, at least, Bjorn is 180 points, which is quite expensive. But I did. Is it you, Ed? You're the one that sent it. Here's proof that the community is legends. Today I received a package, chat. A proper dreadnought. A proper dreadnought. Dreadnought? Drop pod. A proper drop pod. A proper drop pod. Not this new nonsense. Thank you, Ed. You're an absolute fucking legend. A Redemptor Bjorn would be cherry on the cake. If they did it well, Andy. If they did it like they've done Logan and like they've done Arjak and like they've done Nujal, then yes, 100% I agree with you. But they'd need to do it well, and I'd be concerned when you look at Death Company Dreadnoughts that they wouldn't do it well. Thank you, Cray, for 5 gifted. You're amazing. If we can get to like 200, 250, I'll consider taking the night off and then going to bed sobbing. Just saying. But thank you, Cray. So yeah, I think Bjorn's the GOAT. I think he's also a must take, and I think he is going to be our focus for today. I haven't finished this yet, but I didn't want to come straight back on stream and just continue to finish the Vindicator. So I feel like I'm going to finish the Vindicator probably after Bjorn, if I get Bjorn done. Depends how long we're on stream for. But yeah, we have to finish this Vindicator at some point. I quite like it. I've never built one before until yesterday. I quite like these things. I need to build the front shield. I need to put all the little gubbins on. I need to build the little ammo rack that sits on the back. So that's coming along. We've got another one to build at some point as well. I'm keeping this man here because he's the first one I want to start sticking some paint on. But yeah. What gun am I going to give him? I think Hellfrost. So I'm torn. I was always torn with Bjorn between the assault cannon and the Hellfrost, Peter. And I'll tell you why. Because the assault cannon is classically Bjorn, and the Hellfrost is a weapon that only Space Wolves can take. So on the one hand, I want to do the assault cannon because it's classically Bjorn with assault cannon. On the other hand, I feel like he should have the Hellfrost cannon because it's just so much better. So if we put the model to one side for a moment and we come into the Tome of the Gods, right? Get my keyboard out of the way. Oh, I need to add my members to this one as well, don't I? Fuck me. Having an auto tracker is so much easier. Please fix it. So if we go into the Tome of the Gods and we go to Bjorn himself. All right, here he is in the top corner here. Bjorn the Fell-Handed. There's a lot of glare on this, so let's tilt it slightly. Okay. His assault cannon has dev wounds, 24-inch range, strength 6, 6 attacks, AP, ballistic skill 2+, strength 6, AP1, AP0, 1 damage, right? I mean, dev wounds is nice, but 6 attacks, strength 6, no AP is a bit shit. Hellfrost, however, you got the dispersed and the focused. Dispersed is 12 inches, so it's half the range of the assault cannon, but it does go torrent, auto-hitting, D6, strength 6, -1, 2 damage, instantly better than the assault cannon, even though it's D6, right? Auto hits, average of 3 shots, instantly better than the assault cannon. Or you can use the focus, which is 36 inch range, just better than the assault cannon for range at least. Single shot granted, hits on 2s. Strength 10 though, AP 3, flat 5 damage. Like, I don't know. I'd be tempted with the multi-melter, I'll be honest. I am tempted with the multi-melter. But I think the flame on the Hellfrost just gives him so much more versatility. So I think that's where I go. To be honest, I think that's where I go. Tell me if you think otherwise before I build his arm. And thank you for all those people that have gifted and donated so far. And by all those people, I mean the 4 of you. So here's the old Dreadnought kit. Essentially the old Bjorn Dreadnought kit.
In the lore, is Bjorn cognizant and able to lead troops, or is he like a wild beast they unleash when shit is going to hit the fan?
He's cognizant, isn't he, I think? Pretty sure he's awake and aware. Hellfrost is the best. Yeah, I think so. I think Hellfrost is the best. So where do we build Bjorn? Bjorn is the purple one. I guess this is all the same. Yeah. Bjorn starts there. Okay. Little box knot is best knot, by the way. I don't care what you say. Right, let's get going. Okay. Where's this base, by the way? This one not... Good, we have a base. I was briefly worried for a minute I didn't have a base then. That would have been upsetting. I'd have been upset with that. Get to it, Bjorn! Go on to Bjorn! Fucking love Bjorn. And unlike last night's kit, this one does in fact have numbers, which is going to make it significantly easier. If, of course, the numbers in the instructions are correct. Which, you know, it's Games Workshop, so you never know. How you doing anyway, chat? How many of you actually give a shit about follow me on my Space Wolves journey, and how are you like, not for me, mate? You can be honest with me, I won't be upset. Schooner, thank you for 5 gifted. You're a hero. Schooner wants Liam to have a night off. Thanks. 2 seconds, Schooner, and I'll update the track. Let me just cut this foot out. Banging. Thank you, Schooner. You absolute legend. What a hero. What a man. What a guy. Oh. I'd love to do enough hobby content with this on the show that eventually you get to essentially see an army that I'm working on end up on the tabletop. That'd be cool. Although I am mentally battling quite a lot lately, so I think that's probably why my hobby mojo's been in the toilet. Oh, bless you, Wolfstar. That's a lovely thing to say. What a fucking hero.
Happy to see the hobby, not fussed what army it is.
Thank you, Jill. Love you. Should be a wolf word used at least twice in every sentence. Yeah, sorry, mate. I mean, that was something that sort of half put me off in the past. Wolf every second word. Am I starting from scratch? Sort of. Sort of. So I started from scratch. When they announced new wolves, I started painting Ragnar, which I showed you last night. I can show it again if you're interested. But I started painting Ragnar. But I didn't build anything else because I didn't know what they were going to release at the time, right? So I held off buying anything else at all. Then we got the book through, and I bought some Wolfen. And I bought Bjorn. And some other bits and bobs. And then they obviously announced a new model range, and I've got that stuff. So I've got a few bits and pieces built already. I've got like 6 head takers built, although they don't have shields and heads on because I'll paint them off separately for ease. Sub-assemblies for ease is the way forward. But I do have them already built. So it's starting from scratch in the sense that I've started from, I'm not adding to an army that's in the studio. I haven't had stuff that I painted a year ago. I haven't, like, everything has been this since the Space Wolves announcement came.
Viking Space Wolves. Hellthroat cannon for the old man. Love the content, Liam. Take care from Perth.
Thank you, Brent. You're a legend. And thank you for the $10, man. Love the Aussies. Fucking love the Aussies. We seem to attract a strange amount of Australians, though. I don't know if it's just because of the constant swearing, but... I definitely feel like they're my kind of people, so I'm not going to complain. Beer, barbecues, sunshine, swearing. I'm here for that. Mr. Hardborn, thank you for 5 gifted. How's it going, dude? Absolute fucking hero. Although, full disclosure, chat, right? Full disclosure, the likelihood of me actually taking a night off is close to 0 because I don't think I can afford to. This part of the stress is running the business. And the business isn't doing so well. Not doing terribly, but at the moment it's not doing so well. What are your thoughts on magnetising? I hate magnetising, honestly. I think I'm just lazy with it. Hey, Soldier Legend. How's it going, mate? How's it going, dude? I can get some of these little mould lines off that no one's really going to care about or see, but I know they're there. That's all right, mate. It's life, innit? Life's hard for everyone at the moment. Don't be sorry for me. Silence Falls, thank you for 5 gifted. What a legend. I'm going to try and stay on for as long as possible today and just keep hobbying until she moans at me because I'm still hobbying once she's home with the boys. And if we do get to a ludicrous number of members for whatever reason, then there is a possibility I will take the opportunity to have a rare evening off. But I've also got to be cognizant of the fact that we already don't have a stream Thursday evening. Oh, hey Ash, how's it going, dude? Can we get Joe Audio calling in? No, he's got work to do. He asked if he could stay home so he could do extra work for Saturday's show. That's what he's got to do. I now have to carry the Tuesday content all by myself, which is fine. What's the prog on the Studio Necron army? I got sent an image the other day of an Annihilation badge. I can share it in Dangers behind the scenes. When it's showing up, though, I don't know. Unfortunately, Lee has an actual job as well as painting stuff for me. Who knew? I guess. That's a bit tender, isn't it? Fuck it. Let's just get some glue on it and see what happens.
Beer, barbecue and swearing. That's our language. Are your boys getting into the hobby? My youngest loves it and the wife is starting to show interest in Eldar. He'll take it.
I mean, at least she's picked the right faction. But my boys, no interest. His feet don't fit on the base. That's odd, isn't it? Is it because I've got them turned out a bit? Oh, I can get away with it if I do it like that. Maybe I turn that one in a bit. It doesn't look like you should have leg braces, you know? I think we'll take that as a win. That'll be fine. No, the boys aren't getting into it at all. I've tried. The youngest showed an interest for a while, specifically around Age of Sigmar. This is before the new edition. But he has the patience. Oh, well, I don't. Something that has no patience. He has no patience at all, right? And so he got some figures and he sort of built them and then sort of painted them, kind of, not really. But much like me, he was like, they don't look like they're on the box. I'm like, no, because you're not. It's the first time we've painted anything, you lunatic. But that was him going, well, I don't like it now because it doesn't look like it's on the box. Which is fair, because again, I know how that feels. I'm the same. And then when he needed more stuff and he realized he had to do more building and more painting, he was like, yeah, I'm out. So, you know. My God, I went to the gym today. I'm in bits. Might have punished myself a little too hard. I can get to the studio for 7:30 for our first Kill Team stream. Not a chance. I'm trying to improve the revenue, I should not destroy it. Also, I've accepted the fact that I'm going to be at home today now, and the autist in me doesn't like it when the plans change. Ugh, RDLs can get in the sea. Back and shoulders today, and ugh. I was feeling pretty good at the end of it, so I did some bonus content in gym, and it was an absolute mistake. Although getting back into the gym has been... I've had to do it mostly for my mental health. Because the last couple months, that's taken an absolute battering, and I wasn't seeing... What's quite interesting is I wasn't really seeing a way out. Things just kept piling up. And I've been struggling quite a lot, if I'm honest. And again, I want to be very clear here, right? This is not, I'm not after sympathy, or I'm not trying to encourage an outpouring of financial support here. This is not the intent. I like the fact that we can talk about it and be open and honest about it. And I feel like if I'm going to encourage people to talk and be open and honest and seek help, etc., and I have encouraged people to that in the past, then I think it's important that I also talk about it when it impacts me. And it's not impacted me properly for a while, and then just lately it's been really, really bad. I'm not someone who typically suffers from poor mental health, if I'm honest. Which then can make me the world's biggest hypocrite, because you preach to everyone about getting help and talking and being open and what have you, and then when it hits you, it's quite hard to sort of follow through on the advice you've given to other people. But there's been a huge weight on the shoulders lately. YouTube Warhammer, it's not just me either, by the way, this is a lot of creators have spoken about this, is struggling. Because everyone's lives are getting more expensive.
Which is the coolest Wolves Dread, and why is it the one with the axe?
Mason, thank you for the $5. I don't like any of the Wolves Dreads that aren't Bjorn, to be honest. I think if they're not Bjorn, they all look a bit derpy. So, you know. I don't like the one with the axe. Almost like he's I don't know, they can't, it's hard, isn't it? So yeah, the business is not in the greatest of places. And I hadn't done a good job previously with my accounts and stuff. So I got spanked for tax I wasn't expecting quite heavily. Like so heavily, in fact, that it's wiped loose nice savings out. You know, it's been a trying time, and you don't want your savings being wiped out with a tax bill at the same time that the business starts to make less money. That doesn't kind of help. So, yeah. So it's made life a bit difficult in general. I'm in the process of trying to sell both bikes and get rid of them. It's an expense I could do without. And I think it's just, at the moment it's just about focusing on, if I can get Hobby House off the ground and running, I think we could be okay, and everything will be all right. But that didn't help the fact that there was just stresses and struggles, right? And it happens. Everyone has them, and in the modern world, it's very common for lots of people. So I'm not a special case here. It's just I happen to be responsible for another person's family at the same time, and I take that responsibility quite seriously. And so I will do everything in my power to make sure that their lives are never impacted. And
Been playing SW as my only army since 7th, gonna redo my entire army with new stuff and just cannibalize old plus 3D printed bits. This is a long project.
I love it. You have to stick photos of it in Discord. I'm here for it. But I'm a believer that I can sort of sit and be sad, or I can try and do something about it. And we can keep grinding the content, keep trying to push the revenue up, keep trying to attract new people, keep trying to be entertaining. That's fine. And if the revenue goes up, that will certainly help. If it stabilizes, it will certainly help. But there's other things that, and this is where the sort of preachy nature, when I talk to people about their own sort of health, comes in. There's other things I think you can do that have a huge positive mental benefit for very little sort of cost or effort. Well, I say little effort, that's not entirely true, because one of those is physical exercise. It doesn't have to be a £30-40 gym membership. It doesn't have to be an expensive exercise bike. It can be something as simple as a few miles walk, especially if it's nice weather out in the sunshine. And the endorphins that release from exercise is quite a big deal on your mental health and your mental state and in your ability to kind of get on with it and get going. So I actually think this all started towards the end of last year, if I'm being open and honest about it, because I was doing quite well. My fitness regime was pretty decent. My diet was okay. I was starting to lose body fat. I was starting to feel like I was getting into a really good shape. People were complimenting that. That makes a huge difference. I know people say, I don't care what people think. People do. I do, you know. And then I got hit by COVID and then flu, like immediately one after the other. And it floored me so much so that I ended up having a week off work. I don't know if you guys remember. It's rare for me to take time off work for this job because, when we take any time off work, we don't make any money. It battered me. Like, actually battered me to the point where I don't feel like I've been fully back to kind of normal energy levels until sort of recently-ish, sometime this year, perhaps. So all the gym work stopped, the diet sort of stopped. And when I say the diet stopped, I don't diet. I mean, like, eating well, making sure you're getting enough fiber, making sure you're getting enough protein, that kind of stuff. Not like I'm only eating fucking lettuce for the next month. Not that kind of diet. So that stopped. And then eventually it slipped into the odd takeaway and ice cream and fucking chocolate and stuff. And it just kind of spirals. And I'm sure you've all been there. And you're all going, yup, done that. And so once you get into that kind of spiral, or getting back into the fitness regime, getting back into the eating well, getting back into the kind of looking after yourself, because you look after your body, it looks after it looks after your mind. Getting back into that has been a real challenge. But we're here now, Today I went to the gym this morning. It was the 7th session in just over 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks, pretty much exactly 2 weeks. And I'm starting to feel good again, and I'm in there, and I'm not forcing it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I have to be here. It's like I want to be here, and that's a huge mental change.
We have to be better at sharing our mental health struggles as men. I'm down at the moment. It makes me feel normal knowing it's normal. Thank you, red heart emoji.
It is 100% normal, Brent. Thank you for the $20 as well, man. What a legend. And thank you, Matt, you fucking sexual Tyrannosaurus, for 50 gifted. You lot blow me away on the regular, by the way. But I think it is important when I've been going for a struggle. Where I will go is, I think perhaps it would have been better for me to talk about it during, but I didn't want to. I wanted to kind of just get on with it. And sometimes what you want to do, and I've done this quite a lot, is you want to just withdraw within your own little hoodie or whatever. Kind of put your hood up, ignore the world, put your headphones in, and that's what I do. But we're clawing out of it now. And the hobby house is moving, and I had to my side, I have the lease with sign here pages all over it that I need to sort out in the next couple of days, and that should be good, Matt, what a fucking hero, by the way. Don't deserve you. Thank you so much. Once it settles, I'll update the tracker. Fucking love you, Matt. We're getting there, team. It'll be alright. Is that the number? That doesn't feel like it should be the number. Oh no, it's still going. Good.
I feel ya. I am very out of shape, and have been trying hard this year but keep on getting hit by injuries / comfort eating. It's been hitting my mental health, to the extent I have mainly given up.
I get it. And there's no use me saying don't give up. What's the injuries? How's the injuries been happening in Silence for? Talk to me. Maybe I can help. I'm happy to try and help. I might be no help as well, but I'm happy to try and help. I've been a dumbass infantry moron for a bit. I mean, us military and ex-military types, soldier and regimen, are terrible for talking about it as well, to be fair. Absolutely terrible for it, which is why, exclamation mark M4H, is why I am a Models for Heroes ambassador, because those people are fucking incredible. Right, it's settled. I can update the tracker. I don't know if it's settled in the right place, but it has settled. Big shout out, Matt. What a legend. Look at the little box we're making. How many do you need to pay everything on the show? Ooh, that's a hard one to answer. People don't realise the costs involved with... And I'm not going to... What I don't want to do, Mark, because it's not my place to do this, is disclose, for example, how much Joe costs me. Because by doing that, people can essentially work out what his wage is, and that's not my place to share. That's his wage. I offered him a wage that I think is fair and competitive. He took it. It's not my place to share that detail. It's not small, though, as I'm sure you can probably imagine. Box! Yeah! Box Nort, get on! Calf hamstring strains mainly on the right side. I think I'm overcompensating to protect my ankle due to a previous Achilles rupture, seeking help from a physio on that. Just, I don't know, struggle. Physios are incredible, right? Struggle bus, I get it. I mean, you've done exactly what I would have told you to do or suggested you do already, right? Physioing, if your calf hamstring keeps going, physioing that first and building the strength on that first before you then get into the exercise it'll make 100 million fucking % difference without doubt at all. If you're seeking help from a physio already, then that's top. That's exactly what you should be doing, mate. So I think you're already following the right path. But if you're carrying an injury, because what you're also doing, if you're overcompensating, the physio will normally see that. I mean, I don't know if you've spoken to them or actually seen them properly first. But the physio will see that you're compensating. So I've had it before. I had a grade 2 tear on my left anterior cruciate ligament on my ACL, and it was quite bad. And I had lots of physio afterwards, and I was walking in a way that compensated for my knee injury. And the physio spotted it immediately and had me working on strengthening the weak side, because what happens is you end up putting double strain on the strong side. And although it's the strong side, it's not strong forever if you keep putting double strain on it, right? So, I mean, this is obvious. I need to make 25k a month just to keep open, yeah. I mean, we're not quite there. But to pay my bills and Luce's bills, to pay Joe, to pay the studio, to pay the business's bills, it's not far off. If everyone wants to exclamation mark PayPal right now and drop a 500 quid, that'd be great. Business is hard, you know, and we're quite lucky with you as an audience. We're quite lucky. You lot are quite militant, and we're very, very, very blessed with the amount of gifting. So we have, I shared some percentages the other day.
I've implemented stupid daily walk for stupid mental health. Not far, felt good, stupid endorphins.
Stupid endorphins. This is how lucky we are, right? This is a screenshot from 2 days ago or yesterday. How you make money, okay? So you can see here, it's a screenshot, so I don't give away anything, right? It's not rude. Don't worry about it. I'm happy to share what I'm happy to share. If I'm not happy to share, I'll tell you. It's not rude. I'm more than happy to chat about it. But like short feeds ads is less than 1%. Watch page ads is 2.2%. Supers and gifts, that's super thanks by the way. That's not gifted memberships, 12.6%. Memberships, 85.2%. That's gifted included. So you lot being members and gifting members is literally what keeps the lights on. When I say that, like that's it. That's the reason, right? That comes from my studio app. So when I say you gifting memberships keeps the lights on, I'm being very genuine. Very, very genuine. Can anyone give me some words of advice? I'm struggling of late and I truly feel like my world is collapsing around me. How come, CJ? What's going on? Talk to me. I'm going through physio right now to get my RT shoulder stronger. Sometimes your shit just builds to strain and you have to relearn how to eat 100%. You're very welcome, Silence Falls. Can you do anything low impacts, like exercise bikes? Or swimming? Can you do swimming? Is that a thing you can do? For reference, I hate swimming, so if that's terrible advice, I have no problem with you telling me that you hate the idea of swimming. Oh, man. And then you've got lunatics like this that exist, right? Fucking Jesus Christ. Matt, thank you. What a fucking hero. We actually get the old exercise bed out of the shed. Kind of forgot we had that. Swimming is tough due to childcare. I get it. And hatred. Yeah, I hate swimming. Cycling's low impact on your calf and your hamstrings, though. It might be worth it.
Oh,
Insane. Insane, that. Thank you. No words. No words. My eldest son's mother is causing hell that has bled into my current relationship, which has pushed it to breaking point, and it feels like it's now unsalvageable. That's really sad. Why does it feel like it's unsalvageable? How's it impact? You might not want to open up about this on stream, to be fair, CJ. You might want to as well. You're more than welcome to. I don't think anyone's going to complain. Bjorn, right, so let me let this bit dry and then I'll show you. How goes the building and gluing of things? It's okay, Chris, thanks mate. How are you? Chat are being legends, so you know, I'm being humbled. I'm being humbled by Matt, mostly. Imagine having engines for your trains. Couldn't be us right now. What do you mean? Hey Chris, how's it going, dude? So, this is Bjorn Boxnort. This is Logan Grimnar. They're quite close to each other. Got no engines. Who supplies your engines? Not on my watch. Right. So, we have done all but the arms. So now we have to do the arms, I guess. $39 and $40. $39 and $40. Found them. I like his size. I don't hate his size. I think his size is fine. I like the fact that it is legitimately possible that he could walk down the corridor of a battleship and sit at a table with Logan and Arjak and etc. Like, I like the fact that that's a very conceivable thing for him to do. I don't like it when they're 85 times the size of a space marine. You're like, hang on, aren't the dreadnoughts supposed to sit on the tables? Because they're just heroes in a suit of armor, essentially. But I also am aware that I'm probably the minority here. Just followed you, finally happy to find you. Oh, hey, Jose, how's it going, man? Have I said that right? I'm always nervous. It's supposed to be Jose, but I think Jose is probably the right way of pronouncing. Wait. What are we doing here? Was I about to make a cock up there? I think I was. Let's put these bits to one side. They need to update the box not size. I don't think they do. I like it. I'm a fan of it. Your first one was correct. Good. I like to try and get people's names right. Trying to get people's names right is difficult. Also trying to get people's names right and learn their, like, something about, so I try, this is fucking difficult by the way with 35,000 subs. I try to, for the people that engage on chat, to learn something about them, even if it's just where they're from. Hey, here's the thing. Here's what we can do, right? Well, I'm always looking for an excuse to get you guys to send in colourful postcards, aka super chats, right? I would love it if, and you don't have to, there's no obligation here, of course. If you would put on a super chat, one interesting fact about you. Let's do that. Ideally, the most, like, unique thing. So for me, for example, I think one of my most unique things is that before joining the army, and actually during some of my earlier years, one of my favourite hobbies and pastimes was falconry and hunting with hawks. There you go, something unique and different about me.
No way he's walking down to a meeting. They'll just chuck his unalive box in a wheelbarrow and cart him in that way. Much easier.
No, he'll walk. He's small enough. He fits. Don't you diss my boy round the clock. Anyway, thank you for the $5. But yeah, I like interesting facts about people. And I like to learn things like names and stuff by association. So if I can have something that I can associate with you as an individual, it makes it easier for me to learn things. Now hooked. I've never done Warhammer Craft. Warhammer is incredibly addictive. If you've never done it, you're in for an interesting time. I'm at Struggle Land. Mate, don't worry about it. That's why I said if you can, if you want to. I never want people to feel obliged. This is why we don't. This is why we don't paywall content, because people out there are struggling, and I don't want to shut stuff off to them just because they're struggling. And for every person who is freeloading and going, "Cool, I'll have to pay for fuck all. I get to watch all this content," which is valid if you don't think it's worth paying for. Don't get me wrong. But you can guarantee there'll be 3, 4, 5 people who are getting lots of benefit from this being out there for free who would normally not be able to kind of watch or be involved, you know. From South Africa? Oh. I think you should put White Scars as a chat. No, God, no. Wolves it is. They fly ravens, right? It's fine. I'll let you into a secret chat as well, right? Luce was taking the boys out as part of their homemade day. So I came home. I said to her, "Did you do any laundry today?" And she said no. Like, cool. So I've commandeered the washing machine, right? And I've put in it 3 sets of trainers, and I have no idea if you're supposed to wash trainers in the washing machine or not.
I was on the field for the last game played at the old Wembley, trying to look after the military bands. BTS people didn't help.
That's amazing, look at that! That's incredible. Is Bjorn playable in Horus Heresy, like pre-Dreadnought? Because that would be cool. I don't know. Remember when Liam was cool? Liam's never been cool. Oh, what the fuck? Where's all that come from? Glue down that part of his arm there. Off, be gone with you. Not having that. Would look well ugly, that. I sent the Discord puppy meme. I'll look later, mate. I still love Dark Angels. That hasn't changed. I still love Dark Angels. Dark Angels are cool as shit. I am building Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Matty. And hopefully a reserve fund for some time off. What are we looking at? 23, 24. So it's these two here. Those bits, and we also need the leg, like shin pads. Excuse me. 6 and 5. Number 6. Number 5. Let's get these bits on. Yeah, we're going to build Bjorn, then we're going to finish off the Vindicator.
Outside mowing at work, I still have to deal with entitled people constantly. It takes a lot to not make some of them ye their last whore for being facts.
Ye their last whore. That's fucking incredible.
Not an amazing or interesting fact, but a current one. I'm comparing car hire costs for our holiday in August. I will think of a better super chat. Beer emoji.
Brilliant, Chris. Thanks, mate. It's a fact. Brilliant. Incredible super chat there, Chris. I'm a fan of it.
If I hadn't gotten into Warhammer, I'd probably have a house by now.
Is Warhammer the problem or this channel? Thank you for the 5, mate. What a legend. No, dude. Build a house like Warhammer, peak. Melt down your pile of opportunity. Make a house.
I don't know if it's interesting, but I have a BA in history with a focus in Vikings and early Middle Ages, and somehow ended up loving Thousand Sons.
That's quality. That is interesting. I'd love a fucking BA in history focus on Vikings. I'd actually love to do that. If one day Hobby House is a business, if the businesses in general become quite successful and I end up having some level of free time, I'd love to do like a degree. I've never done a degree. Something like the study of Vikings would be fucking fascinating, I reckon. It's a well cool fact. As I'm sorry, if you ever need help with deck on stream, I'm available every Tuesday and some Thursdays. You want to come learn the deck, Tank? What I need is a mad huge team of people who know what they're doing and want to play and stream and don't care about they lose an evening to it. So that the channel can stream without me even being involved. That's what I need. Might be the colour. I don't like the typical colour Necromancer Goblin. That's why I did this colour.
I once got friend-zoned by a packet of love hearts. Every single one was either a shit emoji or said friend, bestie, etc. bar stewards.
Why wouldn't it focus on him? There we go. That's the colour I went for. That's the colour I painted it. Friend zoned by a packet of love hearts is great, by the way.
I need play more games, cannot wait for Hobby House.
Bless you, thank you. You need to come play at Hobby House quite a lot, Craig. Is that the plan? Can be part of the furniture. Why would the landlord want to do a valuation of the property that we're trying to rent? That's interesting, isn't it? They can't charge more. We've agreed the price. Mildly concerning.
Trying to look at Necromunda gang boxes, but the GW site has barely any sort of form or function for the Necromunda page. Do they just hate money? They like making the user experience terrible?
I don't think that's just for Necromunda, to be fair. Great, I think it's for everybody. Thank you so much for the $10, by the way. Just not a very good site, is it, to be honest? Could be for them to remortgage. Okay, I won't panic then. Hello, Elijah. Hey, Kai, how's it going, dude? How are you, sir? Looking forward to the Hobby House, so then there will actually be a decent website for hobby stuff. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Alright, little Spud's built. Just now got to do his weapons. This one goes on here. So just clean that join line up. And that one. And then put his little claw on. And then we've got to build his ranged weapon. Revalue for insurance is most likely. Okay, cool. Good. I don't want fucking hiccups now after all this time and effort. Fucking break mode. One. 42. 42. Boom, boom, boom. More 42. A little stumpy 43. 3 more weeks to be back to work. Congratulations. Unless that's a sad thing. Off back to the grind. Treat yourself. Hopefully it's not too grindy, Kai. Is there another stream on today? Currently, yes. If we'd have got to 300 members and 250 quid in super chats and 7,400 likes, I might consider taking the night off. Alas. You got more chance of Joe running the London Marathon next week. No, Joe. No, he's at home busy painting things for Saturday's stream. He asked to have extra time to paint ready for Saturday's shows, Styrofoam, so... UK time tonight? You're about tonight, Matt? It'll be normal. It'll be normal 7:30, I guess. His little claw. The claw. The claw. I've got to cut his flamer out as well, haven't I? Ugh, and drill it. Fork stick. I'm going to have to concentrate in a second, chat, so you're going to have to forgive me. Friday the 19th of July, there is another reveal show at 7 PM UK time. Any plans around it? Yeah, I'll cover it. If they do them at a reasonable time, I'll cover them. Matt, what are you doing? Matt, what are you doing? Stop it. Absolute fucking mad lad. Matt's called for a membership train, chat. Now, I'm not sure any of you are also going to do 50. But that's his 150th member that he's just given out. He's calling for a membership train. Do you want to help him with his membership train? Matt, you're an absolute mad lad. Thank you so much. Nox, thank you for the 5 gifted. Matt's asked for a train. I didn't even ask for this train. Matt's asked for the train. Thank you so much, Nox, for the 5. Matt, thank you for the 150th membership you've given out today. You absolute fucking raging lunatic. And Nox, thank you for the 5, man. You're a hero as well. Tank, thank you for the 1 gifted. Train's carrying on. Evan, thank you for the 1 gifted. Chew, motherfucking chew. I didn't even ask for this one. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it, obviously, but you know. This is a train started by the community. For the community. Dr. Balls, what a great name. Baldy, thank you for the 1 gifted. Chew, motherfucking chew. Who the fuck's Rachel? Oh my god, now John's in, and Baldrick. Members record? We've just gone over 200. Members record?
Been away from the live shows for a bit. Had to focus on my book on reverse psychology. Please don't buy it.
What's it called? Bit of Pluto. Thanks for the $10 man. You're a hero. John, thank you so much for 20 gifted memberships, man. What an absolute legend. And then Baldrick, thank you for the 5 as well. And Baldy for the 1. I think I said that already. Matt's given 150 memberships. What a fucking lunatic. In a single show. Absolute mad lad. Okay, keep changing the goal. Why not? No obligation. Just see if you hear it.
I am in the storage unit as we speak, packing for an upcoming trip. Smells like dog and regret for some reason.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this upcoming trip, John. You lot are mad. Matt's specifically mad. 150 members from one person. Utter woke nonsense. Miss Inward has already done one. Weird, is that right? Your partner's about to drop? As in give birth? Or stop giving all your money away, Matt. You might need it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This is like the weirdest connection point ever. Casey, thank you so much for 50 gifted memberships as well. 200 from the Matt and Casey combo. YouTube's got stuck. Oh no, it's the chat that's got stuck. I'm about to get an all snap. You're amazing, Casey. Thank you. Love you. I don't feel bad for missing the stream and leaving a page out. Mate, you're amazing. I don't have words. I don't have words, Matt and Casey. Thank you. You've out John to John. Insane. Wait, Matt, is Casey your other half? So you're based... I'm based in Southampton, UK. South Coast. South Coast, baby.
Thank you, chat, for supporting Liam this week. Who's excited for this weekend?
I am. I'm very excited, John. I get to see you. Maybe we get to play a new game. Who knew? How come, Kilbane? You're from Bath, not that far away. No, you're not that far away. You're closer to Mr. Lawrence from Tabletop Tactics, though. I need to work out. I do need to work out show timings for Saturday. How we're going to make the most out of it. How I can see your beautiful face for the longest. Oh, I haven't updated. Hang on.
I've got a free day sat as my wife is out. Whatever shall I do with my day?
Watch some fucking Legends. Watch Liam and John playing a new game. Can't wait for some Kill Team. Should we tell Ash that it's Kill Team? Brand new game, Kill Team, and then be like, surprise, cockbag. Oh, Kill Team. No, go for stream on Saturday. Got a live show for you wonderful human beings on Saturday. As long as you call him a cock, bag him in, yeah. Love Lucy's voice. I like Lucy's voice. Well, when it's not in nag mode. No, you can't tell I said that. I didn't realise Casey was your better half, Matt. So that is in fact 200 gifted membership from a single household. That's mad. That's fucking utter madness. Utter madness, Shouldn't you be in bed anyway, Matt? I'll confess I have no idea what time it is, Oz. Try to get this Bjorn finished, Matty soldier. I know what I meant. I'm always amazed at how much time flies when I'm assembling. Yeah, I just looked at the clock. I was like, how much of the stream have we done? Strictly the whole stream for a normal Tuesday afternoon. But I did say I was just going to keep going today until she comes home and complains at me. Banging. I think it's all the bits cleaned up for the weapon. Can Bjorn lead? Negative, goat herder. He cannot. There's workmen outside me. Get over a racket. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You don't know anything about my jerk streams? Here you do. There's a website for it. Chat, we are 39 members away from 300. What the fuck? The actual. What I've got to do is smoke launcher. His fancy smoke launcher. And I don't think he's built. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Of course he's got wolfy bits to go on him. Where's that going? I don't know where that bit goes. This bit here? Where's that actually go to? It shows it's going to like the back of his leg or something. I don't know what you're going to put that bit on. Didn't know if you'd make 300, but I don't think we will, to be fair, Bear, but the community is amazing. You are right. You will get 0 complaints from me. 37, 36, 27. Okay. So that goes on this arm specifically. Do you hide this little diamond bit? It's an odd choice, isn't it? More wolf pets, the belts the better though. Trying to hit the full week's membership goal on one stream. Not entirely, no, Gareth. I am missing Thursday night stream. There is no show that night, so I'm trying to at least cover off that. Oh my lord, John. Not quite Matt's 150, but John. Thank you. Thank you for 20 gifted memberships. Sorry, I was being a knob. You're too kind, mate. Far, far, far too kind. Jill, thank you for 5 gifted as well. You're also too kind. Oh my lord. Where's this smoke launcher? I need to actually build the smoke launcher because I've skipped past it. 32 and 33. 32 is here. I will confess as well, the last, I don't know, 24 hours worth of content has got me back in the hobby mood. So I feel like hobby streams will be back to hobby streams pretty soon. Because I'm actually quite enjoying it. Thank you so much, John and Jill. You're amazing. We're on 286. And honestly, what the fuck's going on? I keep getting a message through, right? And it's about logging into an account because I've got an update. And every time I log in, it's just not there. It's not a scam alert. It's an account I opened. It's a thing that I opened. It just, I don't know. It's been really weird. It's not a scam. I'm very confident it's not a scam. But it is weird at the moment. How are we on 286 gift on a fucking Tuesday building Bjorn stream? How's that happened? How's that happened, chat? Where's the big bit gone? What's that? I think that's probably enough. This bit goes on his groin. Ah, my groin. Didn't tell me where it goes, which is an interesting. Kind of goes. Up in there. Up in here. Is that how it goes? Yeah, that's how it goes. This doesn't seem to fit very well. Does it hang off of this piece? What does it hang off of? What's the box? It goes up underneath, does it? But up underneath doesn't fit very well because the legs are in the way. Doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's supposed to go on like that. Yeah, that looks more like it for me. That's what we're going to do. We'll worry about the consequences after. That's what looks right. That'll do. That's what looks right. I'm okay with that. Clean his pipes up. He looks amazing. He is fucking amazing. That's why. He's Bjorn the motherfucking foul-handed, Matt. Is there a heresy model for Bjorn? Off to bed. Night, mate. Thank you so much for being so fucking generous today as well. Absolute dancer. I mean, it's the coolest smoke launcher that exists in Warhammer. Them's the facts. Hey, Voltec. How's it going, my little elf friend? Right, this, is it dried inside? Because I feel like this could be push fit. You can push fit this in, look. No need to worry about magnets ever. Then this bit, oh, this is a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it? Or does it just go on really easily? Maybe it just goes on really easily. Oh yeah, I didn't glue the claw. The claw. I mean, it would look like it just goes on really fucking easily. That's a nice surprise. Straight on, no messing. Straight on, no messing. Easy job. Is that perfectly drilled flamer barrel? Mm-hmm. Draw your barrels, chat. Draw your barrels. Perfectly drilled flamer barrel. Draw your barrels, chat. Kinda in that strange zone. Oh. Kinda in that strange zone where you'll drop 10 gifted memberships. Is that what you're saying? Take advantage of your sleepy state. Don't give me that nah nonsense, Evan. Draw your barrels. I still don't know where this piece goes. Very bizarre. It's like shows it going on is like left. Oh, I don't care. It's not going on. I have no idea if that front pelt's in the right place, but that's where it's going to go for now. I feel like it's very much not in the right place, but it looks cool there, so we're okay with it. There's one thing that looks worse than an undrilled barrel, and that's a squint drill barreled. Yeah, fair. I don't trust myself to not fuck it up. Need some blue tack on that arm. Oh, Slanesh himself has joined. Herself, itself. Welcome to the Dark Prince. Thank you for becoming a member. What a hero. I'm not drilling barrels when I plan using battle effects, smoke, gunfire, etc. I don't understand. Orcs don't eat barrels, they just need to believe. Fair. That's fair. I'll let that dry for a second. And then we will stick that on. And then Bjorn will be basically done. Look at that perfectly drilled flame at it. Aren't you jealous? Same as Logan's perfectly drilled Stormbolter. Does look better. Does look better, look at that. Get this cheeky chap on. Central. Done. For your affiliates like Vortex, do you get a breakdown on the number of people that use it, or do you just get money? I think I can get a breakdown. Oh, okay. Deadly print. I know deadly print, yeah. Bold spot, how dare you? How dare you? Isn't deadly print what the guys at Play On used for a while? Or still, he might still use it, to be fair. One times Bjorn the Fell-Handed. I still think he is fucking gorgeous. I don't think he needs a new model. And I don't think he needs scaling up. So I know Logan next to him is basically almost as big. But I'm okay with that. I'm genuinely okay with that. I think that's cool. I think he's cool as shit. I think he still stands up. I think he's still a big boy. That's the one. Cool. He's not too small. He's fine. Brutalities are too big. I've been through this. In the narrative, dreadnoughts join meetings. They sit at the table. Guess what? Bjorn can sit at the table. Fucking Brutalis can't. Right, that kit's done. You can go to the kit graveyard. Oh, I'm getting fatigued now. I'm going to keep going. Especially when we're only 14 off of 300. I'm going to keep going. See if we can get a bit more of this done. Could make him a contemptor. I'd be okay with Bjorn being a contemptor size. I quite like him as his current size. I don't feel like he has to compensate like the rest of you. It's not about size, what you can do with it, and his rules are sick. Ed, thank you for 5 gifted, man. Paid off your dentist. Thank you, mate. You absolute legend. Touche. I need some coffee in my life at the moment, actually. I haven't had any today. The diet is kicking my ass. I can smell barbecue outside as well, which is fucking torturous. Utterly torturous, team. Dres makes some of the best characters in the entire setting. Fucking Bjorn's a baller. Hashtag baller Bjorn. I forgot to add Slanesh as well. Look at that. Look at that, motherfuckers. Okay, right. So this is the bits we need to make the shield. Okay. And then we don't glue it on because we have to paint it. We do need to clean it up properly though. Hey Mr. the Rune Lords, how's it going, dude? Been working on my eating habits by cutting out so much. This is our go-to taco shack, then I gotta grab me a burrito and tacos. I mean, you're allowed the odd weak moment. Going first ever Warhammer World event next month. Combat Patrol, not sure which to take. Space Marines, OG Aspirantarian with his Ensign Necrons. Choices. Chat, tell him which one to take, which Combat Patrol to take. Podesta dice. Help a man out. the wolf head, this one here. There's a bit that sits on that shoulder pad, a bit that sits on that shoulder pad, and a bit that goes in the middle. Hang on. Just for you, Mr. the Cornethead. So you have this piece here goes onto his shoulder pad. This piece here is onto his shoulder pad. So if you look here, you've got a bit here and a bit here that are attached to the shoulder pads. Then you've got the arm that comes on the front of him that's attached to his head. And then you've got the back pelt that attaches those bits. And then the two pieces to make the wolf head that go on separately there. So... And then this piece, this arm that hangs down here is part of the front torso. So you could, if you wanted to, you could cut the shoulder pads off, I guess, and to try and free those pieces up. I'm not sure. I think they've purposely tried to make him slightly less kit bashable. But knowing kit bashers, they'll find a way. What he is fucking gorgeous. Keeping the shoulders, just thinking about using the skull and corn symbol from the AOS Might of Lord of Corn and giving flesh hounds instead of wolves. That's cool. Yeah, it should be. There is one of these rocks, the wolf, or two of the rocks, the wolf's feet are attached to the rocks instead of the wolf themselves. I think his rules are great for his points, Jim. Especially the Lord of Deceit aura. His Lord of the Sea aura, for me, means he's in basically every Space Force list I write at the moment. Bang in. might get this scoop built and then think about taking a little break because I'm starting to get tired arms, tired eyes. I need to keep the positive relationship with the hobby right now. Especially whilst I can. Yeah, I've not done any proper hobbying for so long. So I need to be careful that my hyper focus doesn't take over and burn me out. So I go from nothing to all to nothing again, because that happens to me. And I can clean the desk off and have a think about what we're going to put together tonight, team. Let's have a look at what I've got. I do have that new, the old drop pod. The superior drop pod, thanks to Mr. the Cornet Ed, the legend. And I actually don't think the rules for drop pods are changing. I've seen so many people talk about, well, if they do this with the rules, is that rules? I don't think they're changing. The model's out for pre-order. If the rules for drop pods were changing, we'd have been told about them already. He's alright, I guess. We have fought side by side, and if the gods will it, I'm ready for Valhalla. I will fight you, Jess. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Bang in. Fucking cool tank, innit? Let's these little panels dry for a bit. Probably John, because Joe will probably be on the deck. I hadn't actually planned to, Narek, no. I'm very lazy when it comes to things like conversions, I'll be honest. But I hadn't planned to. I can come up with some simple things to do, though. I'm not entirely against the concept. Ah, that is it. I don't know what I would do to make it look more wolfy, to be fair, is part of the problem. Ah, Jess has accepted Nurgle's gift, I see. Well, let them dry. I like when tanks are a single purpose, not like today where some have 8 different gun profiles. This is good though, right? Drive forward, elevate turret, go bang, things go dead. Drimmy, thank you for 5. Oh my god. We're so close. Curious how many people tweak their models after they're done, fix the base, repair an arm panel weapon. Yeah, loads. Loads. Absolutely loads, mate. You are not alone, sir. Everyone should accept Papa Nurgle's gift. You fucking heretics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this army to a beautiful, playable state, and I'm going to invite Ed down to the studio for a game. World Eaters versus Space Wolves. It'll be glorious. Won't be able to resist me. We're £5 also off of £150 in Super Chats, team, just so you know. If you care, which you probably don't. I care though. Right, can I get these on now, or is it still too wet? Here we go. You lads went nuts. There's a very clear message from YouTube today. Get rid of Joe. Very clear message. I'm obviously joking. Oh no. Okay, maybe we just let it dry and then we force it on later. Let it dry like that. Okay, we're gonna let it dry like that. What's what we're gonna do? We're gonna let it dry and then we're gonna pop it on later. We're also going to say goodbye because it's 4 o'clock now. We went live at 1:30. We've done 2.5 hours of hobbying. We built our cheeky little Bjorn the Fell-Handed. We started to build the siege shield for the Vindicator as well. I'm now going to take a break for a few hours and come back in 3.5 hours time. So you're all amazing. Love you all. There'll probably be more hobbying later as well, just so you're aware. I don't know what yet. It might be like Wolfguard Terminators or something, or Grey Hunters. I'm not sure. I don't know. But you're incredible. Thank you so much. You wonderful people. Wonderful, wonderful people. But oh no, we didn't quite hit 300. So I have to come back tonight. Oh no. Okay, that's how it should be. But what we did do potentially is cover off for Thursday evening, which was the important one for me, because Thursday evening is where I'm not going to be having a show at all. And it was important that, or it was important, it was hopeful that I'd cover that one off. So thank you so much, you wonderful human being. Wonderful human beings. Especially a big shout out to Matt and his partner, who are responsible for 200 of those 298. You're incredible. We'll be back tonight at 7:30. Luce might join me for parts of it tonight because she's obviously about and we're in here for some more hobbying of some sort. You are incredible human beings. I love you all very, very dearly. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for hanging out whilst I built old Bjorn and the Vindicator. Still think Bjorn's an auto take. I still think his old model's cool as shit. Come at me. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, make sure you smash that like button on your way out. Thank you so much for watching. You wonderful, 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 wonderful people. In fact, in the words of Luce, best chat. And we'll see you in the next one.